Hey guys, welcome to Gardening Upbeat and I hope you are doing very well. This video is all about how to grow and care for Crossandra plant. Crossandra is yet again one very beautiful plant that blooms in summer. I got two plants in 2019 itself, and here in this video you are going to see everything step by step with 2 years updates. Both plants were looking similar to the one you are able to see now. As the plant was in a very small pot already, I did not want to use a huge pot for repotting and selected 1/6" pot. For potting soil mix, please note that sandy soil is best for Crossandra, and I do the very basic way, that is 40% normal garden soil, 30% cocopeat and rest 30% vermicompost. In case you are wondering what's the best time to repot, then please note that we can do in spring, as they start to bloom from around March, April and keep blooming till around September to October. Depending on the climate in your place, it may be different for you. After repotting, please water thoroughly and then please avoid keeping the plant under too much direct sunlight. Alright, it's time to see many updates. This is the result after 50 days, and in 2019 I was unable to get lots of flowers on my plants. Very soon you are going to know why it happened. This is the footage from April 2020 and we can see plant is blooming but not as expected. At that time, my plant was getting the direct sunlight for around 4 to 5 hours. Then in July 2020, I decided to repot the plant once again. See, for most of my perennial plants, I try to repot them once in a year or at least once in 2 years, and this is the most important thing that we need to do. Along with that, we also need to upgrade the size of the pot, or if it's not possible, then we would need to prune the roots. In 2020, I selected one 18" pot, and for the soil mix, I did same like before. Alright, repotting for the second time is done, and let's wait for the final result. So guys, this is the result from June 2021 and it's after 600 days. Well, I actually have lots of recordings of many other plants, and since I don't upload on daily basis, you are going to see many videos with more than 1 year updates. I am also very glad that I am able to show you lots of flowers, healthy plants, and I hope you are liking the result. Let's discuss about the most important things now. The very first important thing is sunlight. It's really important, and please note that Crossandra plants are not going to do well if you provide them too much direct sunlight. In 2019, I struggled a lot and I was unable to provide them perfect place. Crossandra is going to do well if you provide them 2 to 3 hours of morning sunlight, or else you would need to provide them filtered or dappled sunlight. Second option is much better, and right now they are in perfect place. Currently I am keeping them in my balcony itself, and I have many other plants just in front of them. For example, Rangoon creeper, alamanda and bleeding heart. As a result, they are protected from too much intense sunlight and they get only dappled sunlight. If your plants get too much direct sunlight, the blooms would be faded and the size of the leaves would be smaller. You have already seen that in the footage from 2020. Also, please note that the size of the leaves may be smaller if there is lack of nutrients. More sunlight is also going to make the leaves discolored, similar to the one you are able to see now. In that case, leaves are not going to be glossy green. This is the same thing that was happening in 2019 and 2020. That time I had different setup in my balcony and I could not provided them the place where I am keeping them as of now. Second important thing is proper watering. Please keep the soil consistently moist and don't let the soil dry out. Especially the topsoil, you should not let it completely dry out. If we do, leaves are going to wilt and even blooms too. Please allow me to show you one example here. I did not water this plant yesterday and please take a look at the leaves carefully. They are already wilting. But again, please take a look at this plant. I watered this plant yesterday and see how shiny leaves are looking. I hope you are able to spot the difference, and I did not water the other plant so that I can show you the symptoms. The third important thing is to fertilize them during the active growth, which is the summer. For my plants, I have been using this seaweed fertilizer once in 20 to 30 days. It's available on Amazon and you can find the link in description box. The dose is 3 ml in 1 liter water. Instead of just pouring, I kept the pot on a tray and then poured the fertilizer on that tray. Why I did that? Well, I have already said you before that they need very sandy soil, and if we pour on the pot directly, the liquid fertilizer would come out very quickly throughout the drainage holes. So I allowed the soil to absorb all the 1 liter fertilizer mixed water directly. This is the footage from April 2021, and please also take a look at the plant very carefully. As we can see, it did not have lots of flowers at that time, and I am saying this so that you can see the effect of this fertilizer. Before ending the video, I would like to inform you another important thing. See, sometimes you may get doubt between a new bud and the spent blooms. So here you can see this is a new bud, this one is already spent, and finally they would reach this stage. If you like, you can also keep doing the deadheading procedure. That means you can keep removing already spent blooms. But if you don't do, it's absolutely fine. I never do for my plants. Finally, how to propagate? Well, as of now, I don't have any video showing the exact things, but we can do that either with seeds or stem cuttings. For the stems, 6 to 8 inch long stems are going to work, and if I do a video in coming days, definitely would come to know. So guys, this is all about how to grow and care for Crossandra plant. Not very difficult, and there is only one problem, which is to provide enough for perfect sunlight. More is harmful, and like the same way, plants are going to get leggy if they don't get proper sunlight. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, I would really appreciate if you give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you are new to Gardening Upbeat. Thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Have a great time and enjoy.
As you can see guys, it's very windy.